Hello everybody, and today is March 11th, 2008. Welcome to Enjoy the Movies, where I, Nam, put in my 2 cents about movies. Now today there's this central theme of music today, so I'd like to do 3 movies. A couple of them are a little bit older, but not too old. One of them is Hairspray, came out on DVD maybe about 5-6 months ago, something like that. Once, which I think came out maybe about 2-3 months ago, no, 3 or 4 months ago. And August Rush. Now, let's start with Hairspray. Hairspray is a movie where it's a musical, and it's based on the play Hairspray, and pretty much the huge thing that stuck out for me in this, well, it probably stood out for everybody, but John Travolta played a woman. Now, at some point during the movie, I expected him to all of a sudden just jump out and reveal himself to be a man. But that didn't turn out so well. Anyway, overall, the movie itself has, a slight racism kind of theme, and they're kind of relating it to, dance and stereotypical types of dancing for certain people. So that was pretty much it. For the most part, plot was slightly interesting. How they did pretty good transitions from scene to scene. My problem was, the movie itself didn't feel that great. Like, after watching it, just seemed kind of like, oh, okay. So that was pretty much that. Overall, though, I want to say production value is really high. It's fairly decent musical if you just want to watch it just for the music. But the plot itself, it's not very interesting to watch. It's nothing new. It's one of those movies where it's basically about revolutions. In this particular case, it's like a cultural revolution about equal rights between white and black people, pretty much. So that's pretty much what Hairspray is about. And there's a small theme with, children being children, and, family, parents being parents. But overall, I'd say, if you really like musicals, go ahead and watch it. But other than that, I don't think it's that great. I'm not going to give it a straight-up thumbs down, but I wouldn't really watch it, again, if I had to. So, anyway. That's that. Next movie I'd like to talk about is Once. Now, actually, I just watched this movie really, really recently, so only because I heard about it on the Academy Awards show, and I knew some people who wanted to watch it, but they didn't get a chance to, so I figured I'll watch it, give it a review, and see what's up. But anyway, Once. Now, when I started watching this movie, I actually thought it was an American movie, but it doesn't seem to be, and if it is, pretty much it takes place in, I think, Ireland. So, I mean, everybody there is Irish. At first I thought it was British, but I'm like, no, that's too, Irish to be British. So, that's first thing. Second of all, it's pretty much just about 2 people the entire movie. For the most part, just these 2 people talking, but the big spin on the entire movie was the music. Now, this movie I'd heard was fairly good from a lot of people, but I didn't know exactly what it was about. And so I decided to watch it. It's pretty much this story where 2 musicians, one of them basically just plays on the street, and the other one does odd jobs for money. So, they're not like the best of musicians. But for 1 week they get together via, random circumstances, and they decide to make a lot of music together. There's also a huge love story. Won't really give anything away, but the way that it develops is very interesting. Somewhat, I don't want to say comical, but it's just kind of silly how it happens. And then, but that's only the initial, circumstances. Everything after that, it's actually really solid. Very good acting. Interestingly enough, they actually don't use music in the non-musical scenes. So that gives it a slightly different, interesting flavor, I want to say. Like, it's not your stereotypical type of musical film. But other than that, I mean, if you look around, there's no big names in the movie. And the story is very emotionally evoking. So, let me just say, Once, very good movie, kind of slow. It actually seems almost like an independent movie. So if you're not a fan of those, don't worry about it. But other than that, it's probably a very good watch. Definitely recommend. It's called Once. Alright, and last movie I want to talk about was a movie that came out on DVD today, actually. but I didn't get a chance to review it in my last chunk. So it's called August Rush. Now this is a movie starring what's that little kid? He's a new upcoming actor. Like he's been in a ton of things lately. Like August Rush. He's been in Spiderwick Chronicles. He's been in the Golden Compass. So all of these amazingly great films. When I say great, he's doing a great job in these films. They weren't necessarily great. Like I did not like Spiderwick Chronicles that much, and but Golden Compass is pretty good. Anyway, so August Rush stars this young boy. He's an orphan. He doesn't quite know why, and he basically is picked on by all these kids in this orphanage, and he decides to leave because he somehow senses in his mind that his parents are calling out to him, or he can hear his parents, and as it turns out, he's this musical prodigy child. And through a lot of random series of events, I wanted to say, like, while I was thinking of this movie, it pretty much reminded me of Serendipity, except less funny with music. So, if you definitely like Serendipity, you'll love this movie. I personally definitely like this movie. The characters are very well fleshed out. Like, there's some adventure when this kid right when he leaves the orphanage or whatever, the care home for kids who have no parents. I mean, I don't think it probably was an orphanage, but anyway. So he gets into some crazy situation with another kid that plays music. He sees this crazy guy who wants to take care of him, and apparently he's taking care of a lot of other kids who have no homes and teaches them how to play music. Played by Robin Williams. And I actually want to give Robin Williams props for this role. He did a very good job with this role. Like, and when you first meet him, there's kind of some ambiguity about the nature of his character, but as you watch the movie, it like unfolds in like strange and interesting ways. So definitely pay attention to that character as you watch it. What else? The two people who play the parents, the woman is played by Kerry Russell. She's been showing up in a few movies. Like the last big one I watched her in was Waitress, and that was pretty good. Slower, but anyway. So August Rush, I want to say definitely recommend. It's very good, definitely worth a watch. It's unless you just hate, those inspirational stories or whatever, then don't watch it. Or if you hate music type movies, but this is actually a pretty good one. So if you just like good drama, good acting, good dialogue, good character development, it's all there. It's pretty good. Definitely recommend. So gotta watch August Rush. Alright, so anyway, hopefully that tells you a little bit about some of those movies. I'm not sure how I'm going to keep on doing this because I'm starting to cut down chunks. You might start seeing a lot of older movies, but that might be okay because I got to get them all up there at some point. So anyway, you guys have fun and enjoy the movies.